Good morning from Western Illinois. I thought I'd talk for a moment a little bit more about the requirements are in the data. Another name for this might be show me the money. So this idea of the requirements are in the data, we've talked about that before, but finding the requirements in the data, how do we go about doing that? Let's talk about how we go find the detailed business events. In all of our systems that we talked about in data supply chains, we create balances today. And so those balances are highly tuned, have been nurtured over many years, are accurate due to audit requirements and such, but they're highly aggregated. So what we're trying to find is we're trying to find more detail behind those balances because we want to lower the level of detail maintaining our balances so that we have more attributes available to us for reporting. So if we take these existing balances that we have, how do we go find the details behind them? Well, in many instances, people think that this requires going and reading code. I find that that's not very effective. Reading code requires that you have to deal with all the error processing and all the setup and a whole bunch of other things. In most programs, I estimate that really about 90% of the data flows through about maybe 20% of the code. And so there's a whole bunch of code that really isn't that important to try to read and find. More important is to know this processing that I've talked about in terms of the master file update processes. If you can find those programs that do the master file updates, you're going to find a couple of different input files. You're going to find the balances from yesterday as an input file. You're going to find the balances for today being written as another file, and you're also going to find a set of transactions that are going to go in and update that master file. If you simply take those files and you do small prototyping sort of approaches to the problem, you can prove that those business events update the balances and how those business events update those balances. Doing that simple proof, just using prototype sort of approaches, can help you find the detailed business events that go below the existing balances as they sit today. If you'll do that process of show me the money, proving that these details add up to those balances, you'll quickly be able to find the lower level detail that's needed for so many of our reporting processes, getting back closer and closer to those business events that undergird these critical reporting and analytical processes we're talking about. So use the show me the money exercise of finding those transactions, finding the master file updates, and then proving that for a day, beginning with a day, you can update the balances as they're updated each day, and then moving towards a month to show that that can be done there as well. It'll give you all of the detail that you need in order to set up a consolidated data supply chain.